All right, so I went sunbathing today and it felt really good. And, it was 60 something degrees. It was just barely warm enough in the full sun, not much wind. Then I did swimming, okay? And as we see with sequence 1, 2, 3, 4 here, I actually did 4 50s of pull today, not the usual 2 and not the 1. So we're going to look at 4. The first one was pretty fast. Second one, third one, pretty fast. Fourth one, I could feel I was slowing down. So the fourth one definitely will be slower, but we'll see how fast the first ones were. We're going to see a special guest today. Oh, it's going to be fun. I worked on it. I mentioned it yesterday, and I worked on it. It actually works, and we'll see what it is. But let's take a look at the starting time here. So, and it's nice and sunny. It's indoors. Okay, so we can see it hopefully pretty well. Yeah, a little bit of glare, but okay, that's off. Let's go with that. Now, it says 622. Right, usually we pull out a calculator, but we don't need to pull out a calculator because I did a little calculator myself. It took about a few tries in Grok. AI, this is all AI created. I did a little bit of here and there, but most of it's created by AI. It took me about 2 or 3 tries, and then it took me another 20, 30 tries to just get everything right. This box, this third box, the multiplier rounded time box, ended up going to another row, and Grok couldn't do it, so I went to Claude. There were a couple other little things, but I did it. So to save a couple seconds every day of not using the old calculator, I spent hours to doing this. So genius stuff. But you can do a lot of things in AI apparently. So let's type in the number. So we start at 622.123. And then the end time we're going to take a look at. We'll go back here. All right. Okay, definitely that one. So that's 920. Oh, my goodness. Oh, this could be a record. It is, because I see the pattern here. All right, 9, 21, 338. Oh, see, we fucked that up. Invalid time format. Now, that's very good. That's very good because I worked on this. Actually, it's supposed to be here. It's a dot. Now, maybe I'm going to go back into Claude and say you can do 3 colons. Maybe. That's to make it super duper good. 2240. Now, we haven't seen a 2240 in pull. This is definitely a record. So maybe next time I'll have like a button that makes some noise or something. Some confetti starts flying. Maybe we can use AI for that as well. But anyway, so we're not going to do that today. We'll have a confetti machine. We'll do that. I'm sure there's some little scripts that are already available. But 2240. You know what? We'll add it to this. If it's a record, there's a button to press. That's okay. So let me write that down. So double colons are okay. Okay. And so it's not invalid. It doesn't have to have dot milliseconds. It could be right. Okay. And then we'll also have a confetti machine. And, we can use it whenever. We can use it whenever because this doesn't record it into a database. It's just JavaScript on the fly. Confetti button. Hooray. All right. So that's for next time. Hopefully we get a record, but we can press the button anyways. Okay. So this is fun. 2240. That is definitely a record because now let's look it up. Hopefully, September 28 workouts. Does that come up here? Yes. Now let's make sure we take this off next time. But let me search for my PRs. So PR pull. Let's go here. Let's see here. Okay. That's the free sprint. So that's good. Free sprint 42. Free sprint. The pull is right here. So 2249 was our previous record. We just beat it. Okay. So 2240. In fact, we might as well do it now. All right, so for 2240 PR. There we go. Look at that. Let's take that off the screen so we can do number 2. So let's do number 2. Sequence number 2. It's a little more blurred, but we can still tell, so that's good. Yeah, sometimes the camera doesn't focus, so let's go with that for sure. Okay, so time for new one. It is 3:08.834. The end time is going to be something else. Now, the multiplier I do have to explain because this records in slow motion, right? It goes kind of slow-mo. It records in 240, but it plays back at 30 frames a second, so there's an 8. I've looked at newer phones because this is an old S10, all right? And the S25 and the upcoming S26 has a slow motion mode that records in 4K, but only at 120 frames a second, which is still good because we need it to the nearest hundredth, so that would still be fine. You do a multiplier of 4, so you can adjust that yourself. You could also just use a normal camera and then at 60 frames a second or 30 frames and just have a multiplier of 1. I might actually put this on Reddit in case, because it's a pretty cool tool to use your phone to measure yourself this way and not have to. Because, when you get to be pretty fast and you're not making gains anymore, every 10th of a second counts or every 100th counts, right? But anyways, that's what that's about. Now let's look at where we landed here. So 308.834. And then, yeah, it's a bit blurry, but that's fine. We got a blur bomb here. Let's say that. I mean, yeah, that's about right. 610. So that's actually pretty good. That is 610 is still going to be pretty good. 610. Okay, 610. Oh, once again, we did that one. Oh, my. Okay, so that's not too bad. 2275 rounded. So that's still pretty good. Okay. Yeah, we were feeling really good today. I didn't have much to eat. I had 2 coffees with the high-protein milk, a splash of, like rum, and that's it. Yeah, it's a nice little flavor. Don't judge me. So let's see here. 22.75. That's good. That beats, it's beat this, so that was still pretty strong for a second one. All right, let's look at number 3. It's probably going to be slower. The 4th one is definitely slower. I could feel it. All right. Okay, let's let's go with that. That's pretty good. 32.7. You know what? Let's refresh. Look at that. 327.731. All right. Where's the end time here? Oh boy. Splishy splash. We're kind of losing the plot here. Yeah, that's already. Jeez. I'm going to say something like that. 631 is still pretty good. Okay, 631.489. Okay, 2297. Okay, so that still is under 23. So this is good. Now, let's do the last one here. All right. And let's go with that. So that is 456. All right, and we're on, yes, 4. let's see, 456.828. Let's do where we end up here. Oh, we're too splashy. I'm kind of lucky that it doesn't hit the backside of the camera and turn it off, by the way. Oh, man, that is bad. Okay, so that's definitely... let's go with that. I mean, that's about right. 806. All right, so that is quite a bit slower for sure. 806.947. So that's 20. Yeah, I could feel that. 23.77 rounded up. All right. Also, the real time should be to, let's say, yeah, the real time should be a little less than to the thousandth, maybe 10 thousandths or something like that, just for that. Anyways, that's fine. That's for Maya. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. We did 22.7, 22.97, and then 23.77. So that is very good. We hit a record today, and we have a new little calculator that we built from scratch in AI. So that's pretty neat. And yeah, I guess, you know what? I think I'm going to do... So not counting today's video on the 19th, we have 8 days worth of swimming. So I think I'm going to upload that as one thing. No one's going to watch it. And then we're going to upload this as a separate thing since it's 4 of them, record, AI. So that's just how we're going to do it. This is going to be a standalone video, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Right. Anyways, that's it for now. All right, so we're back. We did not do pool today, and that's someone else's goggles in the pool. We started diving from the pool again, and I on the preliminary thing that I did, I think it's going to be good. I don't think it's going to be quite a record. It might be the 3rd best 50-yard we've done. Maybe a 22.3-ish, perhaps. We've done 22.12. That's the record. We've done 22.2 something. There's never been a 22.3. 22.4 we've done, and then yesterday we had a 22.40 for pull. So anyways, let's get to it. We're going to use our new calculator again. I've made some slight adjustments, and we'll check out what those are. So anyways, this is hopefully the first one. I did 2. The second one was going to be a lot slower. I felt it. It's probably going to be a second slower. So let's see this. All right. All right. So we can actually probably just copy. Can we copy this? Does that copy? And well, I guess we'll see. Oh, look at that. We have to adjust this though. Yeah. Okay. So we don't even have to type anything anymore. That's amazing. And let's go over here. Oh, the finish is going to be ugly as hell because the pool water is way too high. That is ugly. But I think we're touching like right there, so whatever. Well, hold on. Yeah. Yeah, it's right under the thing right there. Well, actually, this might not be as good as I thought it would be, so... 22.4, okay, we'll take that. 22.41, we did 22.40 with that. Okay, that's probably 2nd or 3rd best. That's probably 3rd or 4th best for a 50-yard free, but we haven't seen this in a while, so I'll take it. It's pretty good, 22.41. And, right. And let's do number 2. It's so easy now. It's just, you just find the frame. You copy in. There we go. You take that out. That was a better finish. Somewhere like that. Yeah, I mean, you can see there's a big difference there. So 20, yeah, I said it would be a second slower, 23:44. So it was basically exactly a second slower. So I really did a nice all out on the first one. 22:4, we haven't seen that in a while, so that's very good. I was hyped up, so hopefully I can get myself in that headspace again. Now, this is not a record, but it was good. It was the best we've had in a while. So we're going to do a fun new feature. We click on this guy and fireworks. All right, so that's fun. And to stop it, you have to click on the guy and the fireworks fade away. So that's basically it. And, right. Anyways, yeah, that's it for now. And, yeah, that's it. So this is fun, and that's it.